At Real Productions Incorporated, we believe that each employee of every organization should be heard in each application built to serve the needs of the whole. No one should go without their needs being met. Microsoft Access is the most cost-effective way to deliver everyone automation that saves time and therefore money. Program management tools built in Microsoft Access. Independent government cost estimate developer. Most program management applications, like Jira or Microsoft Project, have the ability to link with other applications, include thousands of other users, manage schedules and activities, and make life a whole lot easier for project managers in many different settings. However, neither of these programs are fully customizable to do all the other work that a project manager may need executed, monitored, or reported. The solution? You guessed it. Microsoft Access. We'll be discussing today a fully customized application built for government program managers who wish to keep track of the granular details of a particular type of action required of program managers in government settings. Let this serve as yet another example of the wide range of applications capable of being built in Microsoft Access. According to the U.S. Department of the Interior's website, an independent government cost estimate assists in the determination of the acquisition strategy, as well as an estimated cost for the proposed effort. An underestimated project can result in too little funding delayed and iterative proposal processes, negotiation difficulties and delays, and other internal administrative problems. With that said, it's imperative that a program manager properly constructs and reviews the contents of each IGCE prepared in order for a project to be properly scoped for execution. The go-to application for this in today's world is usually Microsoft Excel. But what could be built in Microsoft Access to satisfy this requirement? I introduce to you a fully custom-built application in Microsoft Access, the Independent Government Cost Estimate Developer. Before we dive into this application, it would be helpful to understand that countless tools just like this one can be built and linked together to assist in a broad range of activities performed by all levels of employees in any organization. If you use a mouse or a computer to do your work, most of it can be automated. For this particular application, there is no senior program manager's dashboard to review a consolidation of all IGCEs developed. There is only the ability to view a consolidation of all the data contained in a single IGCE. In future iterations of this application, a more comprehensive dashboard will be developed to allow multi-program reviews and interactions. The first form displayed in this application is the IGCE developer. This form allows the program manager to create, visualize, modify, analyze, duplicate, and automate the creation of multiple IGCEs in a single application. With proper networking on a shared drive, the same application could be shared by multiple program managers who collaborate or report to a senior program manager who reviews all of their work. Migrating the backend of an application such as this to Microsoft's Dataverse or Azure would allow program managers to visualize and interact with the data of the form, but from custom mobile applications to ensure the information can be accessed wherever necessary. At the top of the form are standard navigation buttons and buttons to add or delete a record. Additionally, the user has the ability to duplicate an entire IGCE to include all of its underlying data into a new record to minimize the work of the program manager. Moreover, the user has the ability to update lookup tables associated with IGCE development and to automatically build future options based on variations of the base of the estimate. The IGCE ID is the leading identifier of the record and all of its related tables. Before entering the cost details of the IGCE, the user must enter the basic details presented in this section. Afterwards, the tabs below become ready to receive the user's data. The first tab to populate with information is either the transition or base period tabs. Some contracts may require a transition period that is not structured as the base is prepared. A transition period, for example, may only contain a skeleton crew of contractors who are there for data and process transition to brief the team being prepared for the execution of the base period. Furthermore, the transition period's period of performance may differ from the remainder of the contract. By now you may be wondering, why are you telling me all of this? The reason is because of the Build Future Options feature of the database. This feature allows the user to populate options 1 through 5 with data from the base period with an incremental percentage of appreciation applied to each employee's hourly rate. This greatly minimizes the work of the program manager and centralizes the production of errors and calculations on the code written to perform each action, rather than on any one of potentially multiple individuals involved in this work. There is no need to identify a problem creator or seek to retrain them. Simply modify the code to avoid future errors. Getting back to the form's layout, the dashboard displays the total contract value and full-time employees. The full-time employees are delineated as core and non-core as a requirement of the client, a delineation characteristic tied to the title of their position and therefore their role on the contract. Below that is just a reminder of the program's name and total contract or IGCE value by option period. The Main Details tab at the top displays option costs by category. Below that, from left to right, are job type delineation by cost and period, the same by full-time position count, organization delineation cost by option, and the same by FTE count. The Transition tab allows the user to add the details of each contractor position proposed on the new contract. All the details are based on customer requirements to include automatically calculating total workdays based on period of performance and automatically calculating cost and FTE count based on proposed utilization percentage. Each of the subsequent tabs are structured the same except the Indirect Costs tab. This tab allows the user to apply a range of other than personnel costs to each option period. Total cost is the only calculated field in this tab. To build future options, the user must completely fill out the base period of the contract. Once that is complete, the user clicks Build Future Options. Afterwards, the IGCE Option Builder form appears. The user has the option of inputting or not an annual appreciation rate of increase to be added to the labor rate of each employee. Additionally, the base period can be copied to all 5 option periods. The user simply inputs the rate of increase and selects the desired option periods to be created, then clicks Submit. As we review the populated tables, we can see that incremental increases appear in cost and rate. In future iterations of this application, we'll present reports, a dashboard, and linked charts to Excel to enhance this valuable tool. Moreover, imagine splitting this database to share it with your project managers, giving them the ability to go into the IGCE that you've developed to seamlessly modify their respective tasks on the contract. No more emails or renaming files and keeping track of the latest version. All the data present is the latest, and whoever touched it last can be recorded automatically, down to the cell and before and after the data was updated. Anything is possible in this amazing application. Thanks for taking the time to witness this presentation on yet another masterpiece created in Microsoft Access. Contact us today for more information at real-prods.com. We are Real Productions, producing real results, impacting real people in real simple ways. We're here to help.